Hello everyone, I've been back to the place where I got the insulators to make my last video, insulator finds from the 10th to the 10th, 2016, and my little mission I set for myself was to get some white spool insulators. As you can see, I've succeeded in my little mission, as well as getting a whole bunch of other cool insulators and equipment, so let's have a look what I got. These here are actually part of a Hemingway made in USA glass insulator. And they were exported here in the earlier 20th century sometimes, so they're really rare to find here, especially in one piece. I haven't found one in one piece, I've only found broken ones, but we picked that up just because it is one of them. Hope you can hear me talking because it's a very windy day out here, so yeah. We got 6 of these little insulators here, NZI or NZI, that stands for New Zealand Insulators, made in New Zealand. And 380, that means it's made in March 1980, as are all the rest, except this one here is made in February 1980. So yeah, we just got them for the sake of getting them. And these wooden pegs, they unscrew like they usually do, and that wire's on these ones. So let's look at the ones which I got, and this is the reason for going. They're actually both different, which I didn't notice the first time, because this one says KP70, Costa's Pottery 1970, and this one doesn't say anything on it, and you can unscrew these. And yeah, I finally got white ones. I always wanted to find more white ones. I have actually found a white one before, but it had a big chip in it and another big huge crack in it, so finally got some good ones. You can see I got the brackets with them as well, so that's pretty good. That here is our transposition transposer. Has some insulators on it. The two top high ones are 580, which means May 1980, and the low ones, including that broken one there, which is a shame, 879, so the 8th month of the year 1979. And obviously someone's chucked a rock at that, because people do that, and it's pretty annoying actually. So yeah, and I had to break that in half, like cut it out of the crossarm, because the nuts are too rusty to undo on there. So yeah, let's take a look at the other stuff that I've got over here. See that? That's for holding a crossarm on the pole. I just got those because guess what else I got? Got the whole crossarm with it as well. It had some nice insulators on it, and they all had metal pins and nuts and bolts, and I couldn't be bothered with it, so I think it was easier just to unbolt the whole thing, and I actually got the whole thing with it, so that's pretty good. I'll make a shout out to Cow's Engineering, who made some videos called Aussie Telegraph Line Insulators, I think, and Salvage Railway Power Insulators, which are similar to this, and so yeah, they're similar. And he made videos because he actually got a crossbar as well and cut the thing off the pole and got it with the insulators attached to it. So yeah, and you can watch his videos if you like watching the videos on the Aussie insulators. So let's take a look what we got on here. That is a nice insulator. They're pretty rare. Brown spool insulator. NPA, that stands for Nielsen Pottery Australia, made in 1978 in Australia, as it says there. I don't know if you can see it. It's a bit hard to read. That, yeah, those are pretty rare, the brown ones. I have got a few of them already though. The one I got in the last video is from 1976 actually. But yeah, next we have these insulators. There's a few of these on there. They're KP56 for this one here, Costa's Pottery 1956, the same brand that made one of those white spool insulators. So yeah, it's on a metal peg, as you can see, with a bolt, so I couldn't really be bothered undoing that. Next, we've got another transposer with some insulators, 580, same as some on the other one, and the nuts are rusty, if you can see that, so you can't really get them out. This is an interesting and pretty rare insulator here. It's unmarked, so it doesn't have a brand anywhere on it. As you can see, someone's damaged it with their rock that they hurled up there, which is pretty disappointing. So yeah, I only noticed that when I was actually like trying to get the crossarm off. So yeah, next, so if you can see that, it says costs as pottery 1958 KP 58, and the next one is as well. But one thing to notice about the 58 ones is that the glaze is a lot more whiter than all the other years. So that's just an interesting thing to know. And for these three here, they did a cheap tying job on them all because they didn't put the strap and they just didn't tie it very well. Last insulator is this one here. That is a spool insulator, blue colored one. And that's interesting. It's unmarked. Sometimes you can find these ones with KP on them as well, but this one's unmarked. So yeah, let's go back around the other side. Let me show you one more thing. If you see these little coils they have on here, so these little coils, there's a whole series of them along there, would have been used to attach a service line to, which would have went to a facility, and that's maybe why the two of the lines actually concluded, because they might have went to service a facility somewhere in the area. So that's why this one has those coils. And so these spool insulators would have been used to conclude the line. So yeah, so that's pretty much insulator finds from that area again. See you later.